Okay, no, never mind. It's working. It's working. Uh, there's people in here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Creator News Live. My name is Devin Street, and I've been doing YouTube, social media, and all that for almost a decade now, because I'm old as hell. Today we're doing what we always do, which is cover the news, cover the creator news and what's going on in the creator economy. Today is going to be a little short stream because I got to get out very quickly, but we got a few little fun stories. Today's going to be a fun day. Well, actually, it's going to be a fun day with a doomsday sandwich crammed in the middle, but that's whatever. And today on TikTok, we're also testing out horizontal live streams. We'll see how that goes. Just overall, a lot going on. And we'll just see, every single time it seems like it's trial and error on live until we get it correctly. So I'm just here for a good time and hope everyone else is too. So first, some personal news. I always share a little personal news before we get into the creator news, and it's not been a great week for me personally. I mean, well, one, I've been really busy. It was a little bit of a rough week with a bunch going on, but that wasn't really a big deal compared to what happened on, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, which was I had a really good friend pass away. And I don't know, I felt led to talk about it on here because I don't know, this guy, he was such a good, kind human being. He'd make me laugh all the time. I hadn't talked to him in the longest time, but we were so close in high school. He was a great guy. I've made content with him before. Me and him used to run around and like film videos and edit that and then show that. A whole school would watch it. So it just hurt me really bad this week to hear he passed away, and I wanted to just go ahead and if there was some way I could just commemorate him in any way. And I was like, well, the only way I could possibly do that was through my YouTube and all that. So I just wanted to get on here and I wanted to say rest in peace to Rodrigo, and you're a great friend, and I can't wait to see you soon. And I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine. I've already got my tears out about it. I'm okay. But it was something I just wanted to do for the week, something I had been thinking about this whole time. So yeah. That's the only thing I had as far as like personal news. Just busy, and outside of that, been dealing with that was been harsh. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the creator news now. Let me get that pulled up, where the first thing we're gonna be covering is Miss QTCinderella. But before we do that, before we pull up QTCinderella's video, I did, hold on, stages of grief. This is kind of important that we you know what I haven't done? I haven't made a screen share. Give me a second, guys, give me a second. I hate everything. Hold on. Okay. Display capture, and okay, there we go. Now give me a second. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Okay, I don't have my effects today, but like, screw it, Okay. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me. All right. I think that's good. What do y'all think? Whatever. That's as good as we're gonna get. If you want to chat, put it in here. I don't know if TikTok's showing up. TikTok said it wasn't letting me show my stream. So this may show. Hold on. Let me actually do a test. Test. Boop. Didn't work. Okay, whatever. All right. Before we get talking, hold on, let me switch back. Before we get talking about QTCinderella today, I just want to pull something up real quick, and that is the stages of grief. I think it's really important that we take a look at this. There are 5 stages of grief. There's first denial, and then there is bargaining, right? And then there's a little bit of anger in there before it kicks into depression, right? And then we have final acceptance, and then you move on from the grief. And I wanted to talk about that before we talk about QTCinderella, because she's been going through it this week, dog. And it's because this past Friday, Taylor Swift dropped a new album, and it was called what was it called? I'm not a Swiftie, I apologize. Taylor Swift new album, Life of a Showgirl. All right. Yeah, I knew that, actually. Taylor Swift's Life of the Showgirl was released this past week. And QTCinderella, she's a big Swiftie. Not the biggest Swiftie in the world, but she likes Taylor Swift enough to, you know,
on October 3rd, he asked me
go
what day
ahead
it was.
and do a little makeup for it. You know,
The Life of a Showgirl.
put on a little dress, try to look like Taylor. So that's cool. I wish I was able to do that when I don't even have any favorite artist anymore, dog. All mine got canceled, so I don't have a favorite artist anymore. But QT did this past week to get ready to live stream and listen to The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. And quickly after that, she started to release her first thoughts.
You guys ready?
So this
Ready
is
for a
her-
fun night?
And by the way, I'm going out tonight.
This is her getting ready.
But I'm sparkle.
Yeah. But yeah, she loves Taylor Swift. She's really excited.
Hello. I have listened to the album.
Okay. So she listened to the album, and then she started giving her thoughts after listening to it quite a few times.
Album 10 times at this point, minimum. I kind of lost count. I've got some incredibly nuanced takes, and I hope you're ready for them. Okay? The number one feedback that I'm seeing is obviously this. Or this. Yep. Or this. Okay? I obviously understand the frustration. Listen, I'm a folklore girly myself, but we've got to talk about it. All of that said, when Tortured Poets Department came out, remember that the conversation around that was very much so, this was the album made for fans. This was the album for the fans. And yes, we had kind of frivolous made for radio music like Down Bad. Every album has that. Shake It Off, 22, Never Getting Back Together. Yes. We know. We get that stuff. But we also had the manuscript, and we had How Did It End, and we had Chloe, Sophia, and Marcus, and we had these gorgeous songs that you had to sit and digest. They weren't made for radio. They were a feast to sit and pick apart and talk about and write down that lyric and feel it in your heart and, you know, relate to it in a way. And that is the type of music that a lot of Swifties love, okay? Now, we have the complete juxtaposition to that with The Life of a Showgirl. And this is some nuance that I think everyone that claims to be a Swiftie, because there's a lot of heat, even coming from fans right now about this album.
Dog, this is this is almost a 5-minute TikTok. This is a 5-minute TikTok. Her first TikTok, by the way, I want to get that out of the way. We're gonna watch a lot of these, so I hope you're ready to watch a lot of QTCinderella TikToks talking about specifically Taylor Swift, because yeah, this is her trying to. What stage of grief would this be? Someone in the chat said this is the bargaining stage. Let's go back to that. 5 stages of grief. we got Denial. I think this is more denial than it is bargaining. We'll get into some bargaining. All right. But I think this is more so denial. This is also, I loved this comment. Cutie, I'm so sorry, but but yeah. I don't know. I think, me personally, this is kind of a denial about what the album is. Kind of saying like, oh, this is supposed to be for everybody. You know, this is supposed to be the radio type album, the song, the hits, you know, the Grammy winner album. It's sort of like, all right, I'll give you a Kanye West equivalent for that. I mean, like, that's as opposite as you can go as Taylor Swift, right? So if we were to compare Kanye West to Taylor Swift, it would be like Kanye's 1989 would be My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right? And it's not everybody's favorite. It's not like, it's really good. It's got lots of radio hits on it. It's not everybody's favorite. You know, me personally, I like Donda. I think Donda's my favorite. I also like Life of Pablo. You know, less hits, you know, less stuff for the radio, but you know, you've got your Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's got its hits. That's what 1989 is to Taylor Swift. So Cutie here is trying to say that, you know, Life of a Showgirl is the Donda, right? That's what it is. So, like I said, Stages of Grief, I think she's in denial right now. Because I don't even think that's what this is. I think Taylor Swift was just trying to make a solid album, trying to make something that the Swifties would like. And maybe some Swifties like it, but it doesn't seem like the general Swifties like it.
Tortured Poets Department. One of my favorite albums, genuinely. That won 0 Grammys. 0 Grammys. Insane, right? Insane.
Lay, I see you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it.
With lyrics that blew my mind time and time again. 0 Grammys. Depicting emotions that I haven't been able to articulate myself. 0 Grammys. With some of the most beautiful visuals. 0 Grammys. A double album. 0 Grammys. 30 songs. 0 Grammys. Let's just 0.
I'm going to say something that's probably going to piss the Swifties off, and that's really scary because when you piss the Swifties off, you're in danger. You are getting your whole address docked. But I'm going to say it. I don't think anything Taylor Swift has released the past few years has deserved a Grammy. I've listened to the music. I've heard what Taylor Swift has made that has won a Grammy. And what she's been releasing, it's not it. It's not it. It's not stuff I want to listen to again. I guess like the last good Taylor Swift song I listened to that I really liked was American Dynasty. That was the one for me. And since then, I'm like, especially the last, like she said she liked The Tortured Poet. I think that album is trash. Yeah, I think the lyrics for that, every single lyric I've ever read from that, I'm like, and this is basically, I've read the new lyrics for this new album. It's basically that on steroids.
And I'm not saying Grammys are everything. I'm not saying that.
Get in trouble
but
with the Swifties.
You watch the Miss Americana documentary, and what is Girly Pop saying? She cares about the Grammys. She is a people pleaser. She does find value in that. And so you know what the difference is switching from a Tortured Poets Department to this album, Life of a Showgirl? That's showbiz, baby. You know what showbiz is? You know what the life of a showgirl is? Is pivoting to what makes sense right now. And what makes sense right now is mass-produced music. It does. It's bops that you listen on in the radio and everyone can listen to. You don't have to dissect it. I call it a peanut butter sandwich.
This would make sense if the album was good. This would make sense if the album was good. It is not good. it doesn't sound good. None of, like, I took a little bit of a listen. I listened to like Canceled and stuff. Me personally, I don't think any song on there has a solid chorus that's meant for the radio. Am I crazy to say that? I just don't think it does. I just don't think anybody likes this album. This is like Taylor Swift's revival.
This album is
Like the album revival for you people that don't listen to rap.
a peanut butter sandwich. It's easily enjoyed by everybody. Really, the only reason that you're sitting here picking some of these lyrics apart is because you went to English class with Tortured Poets Department and you sat there and you were able to do that, and folklore and evermore. You know what I'm saying? But if you
Talking about going to English class. Come on, is there, let's be honest. Does Taylor Swift belong there with Shakespeare? With Toni Morrison? With Edgar Allan Poe? Really? Does anyone truly believe that Taylor Swift is there? I don't think so. In any album of Taylor Swift's, I don't think it's that. Let's just be real about it. I mean, she's a Swiftie, so I understand.
go back to 1989, that won the most Grammys that she's ever won, one of her biggest albums ever. You also won't find a ton. You'll find some. I know, clean. I know. Listen, I know my work. I know my sources. You won't find as many of these golden nuggets that you would in folk.
Oh wait, we got a no, not at all. Yeah, I know exactly. Wait, how do I can't make this pop up at the top. It's got to be at the bottom. All right, dog, you're a bottom. I apologize.
Or Evermore or Red. This album is still good. It really is still good. And no matter how angsty and cynical you're being, I guarantee you're going to be doing your makeup next week and this is going to be on in the background because it's fun. It is fun. And I know it. Us lyrical girlies, we don't want to admit it. We want to be mad and we want to be worked up. But it's fun because sometimes a peanut butter sandwich is still good and will still fill you up. And it's a great midnight snack.
Yeah, so she's saying like, hey, this album, you know, it may not be for the Swifties, but it's gonna get critical acclaim, right? Hold on. Taylor Swift album review. Pitchfork. Let's see, what's Pitchfork's? Pitchfork. Taylor Swift. What number did they give it? Where is it at? Do they have it up yet? No. Here. Wait, no, these are for the songs. Pitchfork. Why aren't you making this easy? All right, Reddit's got it. No. This is for the Tortured Poet. I need Pitchfork Life of a Showgirl. Has that come out yet? Are they still working on it? This is Photoshop. They did not give it a 10. Okay, well, Pitchfork doesn't have a score out for it yet. Who does? Life of a Showgirl review number. Someone's got to have a number for it, right? Am I crazy? Does the BBC give a number? I swear on Twitter, I saw somebody give Life of Showgirl a review. I wanted to prove Cutie wrong, right? But I think she's also kind of already accepted that she was wrong because, like I said, we're in the 5 stages of grief. We're currently in denial about what the album even is. But
I just kind of don't understand.
Another 4 minutes of her. We'll see if she transitions from the denial to the bargaining for this one. This might be interesting.
Understand how you can make albums like Folklore and Evermore, and then 2 albums later, you're like, I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't Savage, and my dick's bigger. Like, how is that possible to regress that much? Because it's not regression, it's reinvention, it's a calculated choice. Get with the program, people. You've lost.
By the way, me coming up with these 5 stages of grief is not original. Like, this is the TikTok comments.
That's the plot. You know, Blondie
It's a calculated choice to make a bad album.
herself said this was a gel pen album, right? Like, are we missing some of the interviews here? Are we missing that she announced it on a podcast? Why are we taking this so seriously? And I think it's so important to realize
This is like
what this
rapture
album
talk.
is and take it for what it is, because the line right here, and I agree with you, this is not what I would want to hear, because I'm a Folklore Evermore girly myself, okay? I'm not a bad bitch. This isn't Savage. You know how that's been beautifully written? Is you should be doing more. To you, I can admit, I'm just too soft for all of it. I'm not a bad bitch.
Bro, where y'all think she's at? Y'all think she's in denial, or this one has anger? The graph we were looking at earlier said you would go from denial to bargaining in your grief. So this one has some anger in between. It kind of seems like she's getting angry at the Swiftie community. You feel like it? Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like she's pulling up people's posts and she's coming with receipts and screenshots. She's trying to combat the hate for this album, even though she knows she doesn't like it.
This isn't Savage. Yes, it's been dumbified, okay? But we have already gotten that. We have received that. And now this is show business.
I think Canceled is Taylor Swift's biggest red flag. That was the only one I listened to, by the way. I've read the lyrics for a few of them. That was the only one I listened to. First off, that's not a song for the radio. I'll just be real with you. I don't think Canceled's a song for the radio. Like QT is saying here. But second off, it's so garbage. The lyrics are so dumb. Like, what do you mean you like your friends canceled? Like, what? What does that even mean? I like when my friends get exposed for saying racial slurs. I like when my friends get exposed as sexual assaulters. Like, in what world does it make sense that you like your friends canceled? It's not like people get canceled for good things or get canceled because they're different, you know? Like, this feels like a right-wing shift. Am I crazy to say that? Like yeah, even the comment says it right here. Racist, misogynist, the whole free for incident. Like, it is a red flag. It's like Taylor Swift made this album specifically for like some good old Midwestern Republican wives. That's what it was. That's who it was made for. That's who turns on Canceled and gets turned up in their 2012 Toyota Corolla, and they just blast that thing, right?
Now this is the showgirl. You know what I'm saying? I know this is like an incredibly nuanced take, but I'm saying this as somebody who listened to Eldest Daughter as a track number 5 and was so disappointed because I wanted something to be heartbreaking. And I realized that a lot of the themes in Eldest Daughter, they've already been hit to the people that decided to dissect them and understand them. Even to, I mean, everyone's so punk on the internet, just trolling and memes. Yeah, okay, but
it's like she's going through it for Taylor. It's like people are making fun of the album and it feels like it's a personal attack on her.
I'm not cut out for all these cynical clones, these hunters with cell phones. The lakes. We covered that. All of this to say, it might not have been the track number 5 you wanted, but it has hit a lot of feelings and themes that you've already received. And as somebody
this
that
feels like a therapy set. This feels like Alcohol's Anonymous. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Taylor Swift bad album support group is crazy.
loves lyrics and loves, you know, dissecting them and treats every Taylor Swift album like a new book. Like my author just wrote a brand new book and I'm so excited to read all the chapters and tell everyone what I think. Eldest Daughter wasn't the track number 5 that I was hoping for on an album called Life of the Showgirl, balancing what I would think is romance and tragedy, right? The stars in your eyes, and really behind the scenes is darkness. Nothing new. The Lucky One. Even I Can Do It With a Broken Heart touches that, you know? That's what I expected for a track number 5.
I haven't listened to the album yet, so I'll be honest, I can't dissect this as much as I want to, but comments are with me here, right? These are the 5 stages of grief. I think we have definitely entered into the bargaining stage at this point, and we saw a bit of anger in there as well. I don't know if she's even at depression. I don't think she's... Maybe depression hits her. We'll see.
I have a question. I have a genuine question.
Keep in mind, guys, we have 3 more, or just 2 more, actually. This one's different. We have 2 more videos that are...
I have a question. I have a genuine...
Okay, this one's 1 minute.
My biggest disappointment...
This one's 1 minute. Okay, she lowered...
I have a question.
She
I have a
lowered
genuine...
her amount of minutes she's spending per video in this. Someone's saying this is the bargaining stage. She's going through it, dog. She is going through it.
Question. I put a lot of thought into this. 20-year Swiftie here, reporting for duty with a question to the rest of you. Did I miss the memo where we were supposed to take this album seriously?
I mean, it seems like it. Am I crazy? Like, do you see the way Swifties react every time an album's released? Like, this is not new, right? This is every single... Because, like, Taylor makes good albums. I'll say that. Like, I can't really... Before this, I would say the worst Taylor album was The Tortured Poets, right? And this is far worse than that. So it's downhill from here. I feel like... I don't know. We'll see the next album drop whenever Taylor makes that. But I kind of feel like the hype has always been there, and now it may start to die. What do y'all think?
Because what I remember is that it was announced on a podcast. It was announced on a football podcast. Do we not see like the satire there? Like, it's so clearly a joke. She's on this podcast talking about how the lyrics are likened to folklore, but the pop version, girly pop, was joking. That's gotta be a joke. That's the same person that wrote, "Is it romantic how my elegies eulogize me? I bathe in the cliffside with my calamitous love and insurmountable grief, saying I'm the bad bitch." You know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be satire. This is just a joke. It's a joke. And it's okay. Take it for what it is. Enjoy yourself. Stop being so angry. I have a question. I have a genuine question.
I think we're hitting the depression stage. Hey, we're edging the depression stage right now. We got 1 more video.
My biggest disappointment about the Life of the Showgirl album isn't the cheesy lyrics and the millennial coded jokes. Okay, those were disappointing. Not unexpected. I am happy that she didn't say 6'7". That's a win.
What? Bro, when you're talking about your favorite artist and you're saying, I'm glad she didn't say 6'7" on her album, where are we at? What is happening? Like, she didn't... That's a win for you? to not say 6'7"? I mean, might as well make like a YouTuber meme album at that point. Oh, I think we're back at like bargaining, kind of. I think this is some bargaining of like, oh well, at least she didn't say 6'7". No, I thought we were hitting the depression stage of grief, but we're all the way back to bargaining again.
We take that win. However, the biggest thing that I was disappointed in with this album, that I was really hoping for with all this beautiful imagery and showgirlism, is like, I love burlesque. I've seen Dita Von Teese live. I love the glitz and the glam.
That was my opinion on this album, actually. So I saw the photo shoots and I was like, wow, like she looks great, right? This is like the best photo she's ever taken. I think she looks amazing here. And then the album is like the worst album ever. It's like good aesthetic with no content.
You know, smoking a cigarette post show. I think we got close there with the title track, but it was just really missing that like heartfelt ballad, that cabaret-esque ballad that just like rips your heart apart. She kind of touches the themes with like The Lucky One or Nothing New or even Clara Bow. And I was just hoping for some like Max Martin takes jazz, you know? That's what I was really hoping for. I'm bummed we didn't get it.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Taylor does like really like themed albums. Am I crazy to say that? I don't like when I think of Taylor Swift albums, I feel like they all sound close to the same. That's what confuses me about the Eras tour so much, is that I think Taylor Swift's sound has like slightly evolved over time, moved away from that country over time and everything, and Reputation is like its own thing, really. But like everything outside of Reputation, there's no strong theming there. You know, there's no committing to a bit in any way.
She's never not done vault tracks, so maybe there's some on the way. And hopefully we get something like that, because I just think with like the showgirl theming, that's the biggest thing left on the table to me, is like, where is it? Where is it? Please, I want it, please. That's my biggest disappointment. I know everybody has their own, but it's only because she set the bar so high that I think we get so excited. Anyway, my biggest disappointment.
Hold on. I saw a little bit of the depression acceptance in her eyes right there.
She set the bar so high that I
up.
think we get so excited. Anyway.
That anyway, and then that sigh, that right there, that's a little bit of depression acceptance kicking in right there. So, I mean, she's still posting these, so she'll probably post another one soon, and we'll get an update on her. But anyways, we're gonna switch gears now. Before we get into stuff about MrBeast, we got to cover one other thing, and that's AI. I know no one likes it, everyone hates it, but AI is taking over social media on the Zoomer side. It's been on the Boomer side. We covered that last week with you know, the Charlie Kirk AI stuff that's taken over Facebook. But no. Now actual viral, enjoyable content has been invading TikTok, and that's because of Sora AI. So we're going to take a look at some of the Sora AI videos, because it's
everyday glam.
It's kind of scary what's going on. So this is brand new Sora AI from OpenAI that is able to create some scary videos.
First step, blush. Just grab a ton of it, swirl it around, boom, right on there. If your face doesn't look like you just ran a marathon in the desert, you're not doing it right. Nigga. Spinning time. Do you think?
Foundation coverage. I just tap it in with a damp sponge until everything looks even.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike, and tonight we're giving you the smoothest vibe in the game. This is our brand new Smooth Berry Thriller Zen.
And I'm bringing the heat with Mamba Mint.
Cool, clean, and clutch.
Just
2
like
for
we
12
like it.
only while we're live, so hit that.
This one looks pretty real. That's crazy. And the camera cuts? That's crazy. I will say Sora AI is the first time I've really been impressed with AI since chatbots came out. I've followed Sora for a long time. I used to do a little bit of research on it for work, and you know, back then I was picking out some things. I'm like, I found the exact source of this. This is kind of fake. This is just like a filter AI overlay. This is legit creating completely raw videos with, you know, no source at all, it seems like, or at least taking everything as a source.
I had a dream, but in that dream, my alarm clock went off 5 minutes past when I had to be at work. Turns out even in my dreams, I'm late.
That's dog. Like, that's his voice. That's his voice. It's getting voice. It's getting the video properly. Like, it's shifting angles and it doesn't look bad. Like, that's scary.
405 northbound, and yes, that is exactly what you're seeing. A hamburger on wheels doing 80.
Like, the sound is perfect every single time. It's like, do you know how much sound editing would go into that to make this like fake? If you were just someone like creating these without AI, the dedication that would go into that.
At the wheel, the yellow character identified as SpongeBob
Listen to
SquarePants
that.
passenger, his friend Patrick Star.
That's scary. That is really scary. So, as you could tell, a lot of that had people you may recognize, you know, XQC, Jake Paul, SpongeBob. So there's a little thing here that has to do with copyright. This is clearly, you know, by Sora AI.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do the perfect.
You know, Jake Paul could go out and be like, hey, yo, like, why are people able to take your product and make videos of me doing my makeup with it, right? Jake Paul actually took the joke really well, though, which was pretty good. Also,
This vibe in the game.
by the way, you got Kobe and Michael Jackson both dead promoting a product. Do you know how scary that is? And
What you're
then
seeing, a hamburger on wheels.
you've got SpongeBob. You've got a Nickelodeon property that is able to just be in anybody's video. I've seen like full SpongeBob episodes created so far with Sora. Let's look it up actually. Sora, SpongeBob. Look at this.
Hi there, could I get one box combo, please, with a large sweet tea?
You got it. Box combo, large sweet tea. Coming right up.
This sweet tea is sweeter than a jellyfish jam sundae.
Hi there.
That looks like an actual episode. All the sounds are there, you know? So that's so scary. And it gets into, okay, like, what are the rules for copyright for all this? This is completely new ground. And we're going to talk about what OpenAI eventually did. But the first thing they did is they came out and said, yeah, if you're a copyright owner, you have to sign up on our platform and opt out of us being able to use your properties, your likeness, whatever, in any AI, right? And that's insane. That's insane to say. We have now included every single human being's copyright ownership, likeness, and everything into our AI. Anybody can do whatever you want. And the only way to get out of it is by becoming a user on our platform to opt out of it. So obviously, OpenAI got a lot of backlash from doing that. And they had to reverse course. And they said rights holders now have to opt in to allow. And they get revenue sharing on it, which I'll say that's decent. That's okay. Like, if you want to give up your likeness, you know, you're not losing anything. But it's just like, I think it's insane that when they first came out about this, it seems like there's not going to be any punishment for it when they first came out about this, to say, yeah, no, everybody's actually included in our AI business now, and you can't do nothing about it except sign up for our platform to opt out of it. We have, I don't know if like Nickelodeon or Disney or any of them are going to take any action. It's so weird. And I don't even know what to say about it. The guardrails are up now. You know, now you've got to opt in to allow people to use your copyright material, your likeness, and all that, which is good. That's how it should have been to begin with. But yeah, Sam Altman, he's testing the waters right now. He's being very, very scary with where AI is going. And I think specifically just because of these videos that came out, because like, let's go back to that Jake Paul video. Like, you take a look at this video of Jake Paul doing his makeup. All it had, I promise, all it had to be was Trump doing that, or Trump declaring war on somebody, and this was going to be taken down. Like, there would have been laws instantly about it. So Sam Altman really, really pushing it right now with OpenAI. And yeah, for the first time, I feel a little scared, a little confused about what the future of AI is going to look like, especially with, you know, this now being enjoyable content on a Zoomer platform like TikTok. So we'll monitor it when we'll just have to see where it goes. But yeah, I mean, the last thing we're going to do today on this short stream day is react to MrBeast.
When I was supposed to be studying for a history test.
All right. So if you did not know, MrBeast, he has always scheduled videos that are like, hi me in 1 year, hi me in 2 years, hi me in 5 years, and so on. He did this back in 2015 while he was still in high school. And I mean, not to brag here, but I was put on to MrBeast really early. I don't know if it was like geolocation of us both living in North Carolina or something, but I was watching MrBeast back when he had like 10,000 followers. Like, I think that was like 2017, 2018. So I was seeing some of these high me in 1 year or so live when they first came out. Back when his content was completely different. Let me tell you, when I first watched MrBeast, he was doing like Minecraft intro reviews and talking about reviewing thumbnails or something, I believe. Just completely opposite of what he does now. But this is MrBeast reacting to his video from 10 years ago, and I thought it'd be interesting to check out. Go ahead and full screen this. And let's take a look at MrBeast reacting to himself 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I, sitting in my bedroom when I was supposed to be studying for a history test, decided to whip out a phone and record videos to go public deep in the future and try to predict what my life would be like, what the channel would be like. And after 10 incredibly long years...
I remember when he used to put the stickers on his wall as well. That was another thing. He had like a grandma and just a random Asian guy. Those were weird times. And obviously the production now has definitely changed a lot.
Hi Me in 10 Years finally went public, and I wanted to capture my reaction on this video that you're watching now, so let's do it.
Hi Me in 10 years.
Hey,
I'm gonna schedule upload this video.
I mean, I'll just be honest, as a long-term MrBeast viewer, as long-term as you could possibly be, everything just feels so overproduced now. Like, even watching this, like, this doesn't feel like a normal, genuine reaction. It seems like MrBeast walked into a studio, sat down and recorded, and left and let everybody else work on this video. And I mean, I don't know, man. I miss when he was the one behind the video. He was the one overseeing some of the editing, and he was the one planning out the whole thing. And it just feels so overproduced now. And I mean, that's just my real gripe with MrBeast recently. It's just, it all feels corporate. I don't feel like it's crazy to say that. It's still enjoyable, it's engaging, but man, it doesn't feel as truly authentic as I'd like it to be.
Oh,
10 years in the future. So you're going to see this in 2025.
Oh my god.
It's 2015 for me right now.
Oh, this is crazy. Look how young I look. Look at the difference. This me doesn't have a beard, doesn't have a mustache.
Dude, what if I'm dead? Dude, if I'm... Ooh, that would be weird. That'd be so weird.
Thankfully, not dead.
That'd be really weird. But so let's see. Dude, if I don't have 1 million subscribers...
I wonder what he was recording on. You think he was just recording on a phone, or you think like this is so pixelated?
When you see this video, my entire life has been a failure.
Ironically, we actually have dozens of channels with millions of subscribers. And before we go too deep,
like that just feels like promotion. Am I crazy? Like just the way he says it and the way it all pops up on the screen, like it feels like he's talking in a commercial.
Ironically, we actually have dozens of channels with millions of subscribers. And before we go too deep,
it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel authentic to me. I'm just being honest about it.
Into listening to old Jimmy, 17-year-old Jimmy here ramble, I just want to get you in the right mind space. I want you to understand what's going through this 17-year-old's mind. We didn't have tons of money growing up. I mean, it was probably like a normal middle-class family, but in 2008, we ended up going bankrupt. So we had nothing. Like, my parents actually filed for bankruptcy.
Okay, I've completely changed my mind now. Now it got real. Good job, MrBeast. Good turnaround.
I had poured year after year after year after year after year after year of my life, and people weren't watching videos. Everyone in my school, everyone around me was saying, Jimmy, you will never be a YouTuber. This isn't realistic. You're chasing a fairy tale, and you need to actually focus on whatever you're actually gonna do with your life. And it started to really weigh on the Jimmy you see here, because he's like, am I wasting my life? Am I gonna be a failure?
You wanna hear something crazy? So, I mean, he's in high school when this 10-year video came out. Eventually, MrBeast went to college for, I believe, literally a week and dropped out and started doing YouTube full time when he was not at the point where he could do it full time. Like, he did not have the money to be able to do it full time. He just dropped out of college and went all in and got really, really lucky. And it's incredible. I mean, he worked really hard, but also right place, right time. And it's kind of astonishing. Like, literally one of the closest things to risking it all. I believe he was working out of his car as well too. Like, he'd pretend to go to, he hadn't told his parents that he dropped out. He pretended to go to college. So I will say that Jimmy, man, that was an incredible time for him.
I could be homeless. Will this ever work out? And my mom didn't have much money, and I really wanted to not be a burden on her, and I wanted to be able to make money so I could help her. And all these thoughts are swirling, and that storm is what's currently going on. And this Jimmy you see here 10 years ago, mine. Now, with that context, let's keep watching.
But by the time you see this, I'll have finished high school.
I did finish high school.
Gone to college.
Technically, I went to college. I went for 2 weeks, and then I thought it was super boring and didn't go. It was a community college. We could not afford real college.
Probably be doing YouTube as a job.
Am I crazy? Did he not go to ECU? I could have sworn he's filmed videos at ECU, and it's like his hometown and all that. But I could have sworn he went to ECU. Oh well.
Maybe.
Well, back then, I'm like, man, I would love to just be able to provide for myself as a job. And now I provide for hundreds of families. I have hundreds of full-time employees, and we help thousands upon thousands of people through our main channel videos. So it is kind of
great. This is awesome and everything, but I will once again say everything feels like an ad read. Like, that's just the vibe I get from MrBeast now.
Funny in retrospect that 10 years ago, which really isn't that far ago, I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to provide for myself.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm enjoying YouTube. Hopefully future me still enjoys it.
He was what, 17 here? Like, he was literally getting ready to graduate soon and be an adult.
Don't think I'll ever get tired of YouTube. Honestly, I think YouTube literally runs in my veins at this point. I love creating content. I love telling stories. I love entertaining people. I love making your guys' day. I love being able to impact lives. It's literally everything I love.
I don't know. I'd be crazy if I had some ridiculous amount of...
Yeah, no, I will say that MrBeast has the highest level of autism fixation when it comes to YouTube. Like, I've never seen someone obsess more. And I've been there before. I literally are around the same age of just the absolute addiction to learning how to grow your channel and build it up. Like I was gonna say go watch my old videos. I've privated them now. I will put them public at some point in the future, so subscribe. But if you go back and watch my oldest videos, it's just constantly talking about like, oh, you got to get your watch time up. Here's how to get people to click your thumbnails and all that. That's all I used to talk about. I very rarely covered the creator side of it, and it was highly focused on the algorithm side of it. And I think MrBeast is the exact same way.
Subscribers.
I bet you if you went back in time and told this 17-year-old me I'd have 440 million subscribers, he wouldn't believe you. He would laugh, right? Because back then, I think the biggest channels in the world had like 10 million subscribers, if that. Like, I remember when Smosh hit 10 million subscribers and like being so mind blown, like, whoa, that's huge, right? I remember when PewDiePie hit 10 million subscribers. I remember all those things. And like, that seemed like the pinnacle. It was like, all right, they hit 10 million, they won the game. Like, that's as big as it gets. And like now, I don't know, there's probably like 1,000 creators with 10 million subscribers. Like, it's just crazy how much the platform has changed in the last decade.
At the time I'm recording this video, I have 8,000 subscribers.
I remember when YouTube looked like this. You'd go to your channel, and if you were the creator of the channel, you'd have this up at the top, and you click right here to go to your video manager, which is now called YouTube Studio. Man, I remember this. Wow, this channel was around for that. I was making videos when it looked like this.
And 1.8 million views.
Wow. Look at that. Also, look at the old channel logo. I kind of miss that tiger. The only problem is it kind of looks like a high school mascot. Just to be blunt, this is why I ended up changing it. And the entire channel back then had 1,800,000.
Am I crazy, or like was the logo back then copyrighted? Is that another reason he changed it?
130,631 views, which is funny because the main channel video does that in like 6 minutes when we upload now. And it probably goes without saying, but I want to make it exceptionally clear. I am living a fairy tale life right now, and I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm very, very, very grateful. That 17-year-old, if he could talk to you right now, to those of you who watch the videos, allow me to be...
MrBeast! Oh, we got old MrBeast back. I feel like some life coming through right now. It's not as corporate. I love this.
I'm who I am today. He would be on his knees crying and be eternally grateful. And obviously that 17-year-old is me now. And you know, I'm not the best at being vulnerable and expressing emotion.
Yeah. Oh, keep this up, MrBeast. You're a real person. You're not AI. Good job.
It's not one of my strong suits, but I want to make it exceptionally clear that I'm beyond grateful for all of you. I will never take this for granted, and this is why I do everything in my power to make every YouTube video we upload on the MrBeast channel as freaking great as freaking possible.
So whenever you see this, compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this.
That's nutty. I never thought anybody would reach like 400 mil. I remember when I was there for PewDiePie reaching 100 million. I didn't think anybody was going to pass PewDiePie because I looked at PewDiePie's numbers and I was like, those are like botted, like clearly inflated, right? Like it's not real people subscribing like that because of how quickly, like million after million, it started shooting up as he got closer to that. So, and that went on for months. So I never thought anybody would, one, surpass that, but also have that level, 440 million. And then how many views is that? 96 billion views. That's crazy.
When you watch this, I really hope I have 1 million subs by now.
You have way more than 1 million.
Future me, please. What am I doing with my hand?
What am I
Please
doing
have
with
1
my hand?
million subs.
I better have. I guarantee it. I will have 1 million subs in 10 years. Guaranteed right now. I'm calling it right now. Someone please bring this video back up to me whenever I hit it or whenever that happens in the future. I want to hit like at least 100K within the next 6 months, which we're like halfway there. We're a third of the way there. And then I don't know how long it'll take to hit 1 million, but I feel like we can do it easy.
I probably should have thought about what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have 1 million subs.
In case you're wondering, I'm also talking a little quiet. It's actually because my mom's downstairs, and if she knew I was filming videos as opposed to studying, she would come up there. And
That's what I used to do. Sometimes I'd film videos at night, and like I'd whisper. I'd have like my little lavalier microphone, and I'd be like okay, everybody, this is how we're gonna remove the thumbnail from the video. And it was like, I would do like all-nighters to edit the video and upload it, all doing it from like a little like LG phone. And man, those were the times. This is bringing me back, honestly. This is some nostalgia right here.
Out. I'm pretty sure actually one of these cuts is because my mom came in to check in on me studying, and I had to like stop recording and act like I was studying.
All right, so I should be studying for a history test. And
yep, the history test.
I wonder if you or me in 10 years remembers what grade I'm gonna get on this history test that I take tomorrow, that I'm not studying for because I'm making these.
You know his ass went and looked it up before recording this video. He's gonna be like, yep, I do, and then he's gonna like show it or whatever.
Videos. Dude, if you still remember the grade I get on this history test in 10 years, that's crazy.
I do remember the grade I got in this test because after high me of 1 year, I went back and I looked at it and then I left a comment.
Dude, I'm probably gonna be married and stuff.
Oh, okay. Man. Well, that's kind of cheating.
Well, you're not married, but you're engaged. You will be married soon.
Okay.
I have a very, very beautiful fiance, Tia. Isn't she adorable? So you're much closer on that prediction than the sub count prediction.
Oh, watch me not be married, not have 1 million subscribers, not have any of this, and then you guys just think I'm a big loser.
I have most of those things, and a lot of you probably still think I'm a loser.
Dude, what if I don't do YouTube when this goes public? That'd be weird.
There's a lot of like doom, I feel like, in his voice now. I do feel like, oh, this is like a wake-up call type thing.
I don't realize this because I spend so many tens of millions of dollars on videos now. But when I was starting out, like I couldn't afford anything. I mean, look at the quality of this because I couldn't afford a camera. And so it's just so crazy.
Bro, y'all want to see the quality of my stuff? Give me a second. Y'all are going to see this. Y'all ready to see my first ever YouTube video? Here we go.
Do you want to learn how to download YouTube videos?
It's so quiet, you can't even hear it.
You can download your own videos and other people's videos.
I turned it up all the way. You can't hear it. It's still so quiet.
Be sure to watch till the end.
Yeah, I had a little, I made a little logo and I did a little intro. And the things are broken, like this R is broken off weirdly and stuff.
So first,
also the audio doesn't match with with like the mouth movement, right? Like, look, maybe you can hear it. I don't know.
Maybe you misplaced it on your computer or it got deleted.
It's not connected at all. Is there a gap between my teeth too? Not anymore.
And you need that file for
yeah, there's a big gap. Oh, not anymore. That's crazy though. That is crazy. I was like attempting to grow a beard back then and I couldn't. I was super skinny back then. I weighed like 100 pounds and stuff. One of the terms of service and everything. And all that. Does this still get views or comments or anything? When was the last time somebody commented? Someone commented 8 years ago. A legend was born. Somebody commented that 3 years ago. But yeah, I had to show you guys that. From May 5th, 2017. It's coming up. MrBeast, this is him in 10 years. Oh boy, I've got my 10 year coming up. But to be fair, I wasn't doing YouTube for a long time, so.
This somehow turned into this life I'm living now.
If you wanna see what time it is, just so you know what the date is. That's the date.
Oh, yeah, the squiggly lines is the date. Thank you.
Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully, hopefully you still do YouTube. Hey, my hair's messed up.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, I don't care. Hey, future me. Hopefully you're having a good day.
I'm having an awesome day.
I better have 1 million when this goes public.
You have more than 1 million. Chill. You hit your goal. You're good.
10 years, man. 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so different. I really am gonna be so different.
You're different, but not that different. I mean, back then, I loved strategy games. I loved board games.
He's very different. He's very different.
Obviously, I loved YouTube. A lot of my differences between 17-year-old me that you see here and me now is probably more in confidence. I was very self-conscious back then. Fun fact, I loved YouTube so much when I was growing up that it was kind of all I talked about. And one time, a high schooler came up to me and he's like, all you do is talk about YouTube. No one cares. And that like really, really, really hurt me because it kind of hit me. I was like, wow, all I do is talk about YouTube. I talk about YouTubers that are doing well. I talk about ideas.
Everyone in high school is so shitty. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm convinced, don't ever bring up anything you did in high school because you're guaranteed to be a bad person at some point. Like, I'm convinced everyone in high school is completely embarrassed of themselves. If you were proud of who you were in high school, then you never became a good person. You stayed a bad person.
It was just like the thing that consumed me when I was young. And so when I was around this age, I really, really struggled because I was like, okay, no one cares about YouTube. I just won't talk about it. And so I stopped talking about YouTube. And it got to the point where one time, one of my teachers
Imagine being the guy that said that.
asked, like, am I mute? Because like I talk so little. And I struggled really, really badly to connect with people because all I wanted to talk about, all I wanted to do was improve videos and study videos and work on videos and entertain people. And if you're surrounded by people who don't care at all by that stuff, that you just become a nuisance to them. And so when you're that age, you have to be around the people in your school, and there are people you just kind of have to be around. And I was just forced to be around people who truthfully made me feel like a freak and made me feel like I didn't belong. And I didn't realize it because I was so young that, you know, I'm not a freak, or maybe a little bit, but it's okay to be obsessed with something. It's okay to love something. And so as soon as I got out of school and I started hanging out with other people who love telling stories, who love making content, who love being YouTubers, that's where everything changed. People who don't care about content creation don't get it, and they think you're different and weird and will call you names, but who cares? You don't need to be around those people. And that's how I'll be happy, not by trying to change who I am, if that makes sense.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, Beast Studio, if you love YouTube, if you love content creation, Beast Studios is probably one of the best places to be. I mean, at least now that they've changed the labor rules around a little bit and gotten an HR team. But yeah, I mean, I will say, I'll admit something. I was supposed to work for MrBeast. I got hit up by a recruiter for a specific role with MrBeast. And I was fully planning the concept, the idea of actually moving back to California, or moving from California back to North Carolina, where I grew up, which is crazy because, you know, now it's like, I don't think I could ever leave California. Like, it was a huge opportunity. It would have been great. But at the time it was just like, it was so tough to not be able to go do that. Cause I did really want to go, you know, experience all of that.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well,
actually, you know what I just noticed? This gallon of water. For whatever reason, I suck at drinking water. So I used to carry a gallon of water around and try to like drink a gallon of water.
I've never done that. I just constantly refill my water bottle and then I have to pee all the time and I hate it.
A day. A lot of you probably don't know this. I have something called Crohn's disease. It's where your gut kind of attacks itself. It makes you very tired. Sometimes people will notice like that I look low energy in videos, or sometimes even people will say I look soulless. Usually those images, those moments correlate when my Crohn's is acting up. And I say all that because I played sports like crazy growing up, but then when I was 15, I got Crohn's disease. I ended up losing 60 pounds. I really struggled to get out of bed. And this is like kind of that weird time where I was like, oh, well, now I suck at sports because I have Crohn's, but I still like train quite a bit. And so that gallon you see behind my head, I would drink a gallon of water every day. So some days I would have like 2 baseball practices in the same day. I'd come home and I'd grind YouTube videos, and then my mom would be like, do homework and stop failing everything. And I'd be like, with what time? I'm trying to be a YouTuber.
All right, see you guys. See you guys. See me. Hey, me.
Me, hey.
One last thing, just so you know.
Look at that date, 8/27, October 4th, 2015. That's.
What was I doing on that date? Am I able to look that up? Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. I'm not gonna show you guys my screen, but I'm gonna try to tell you what I was doing. Maybe I've got that saved. I've got a good track of like what I've done in life digitally. Like I've got a, let's see. I think my stuff just goes back to 2017. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have stuff for 2015. I started like really like digitally tracking my life in about 2017, and now I have just like a big library of everything I've ever done. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I can go back and see like what I was doing on a certain date or where I was and all that.
So crazy. Feels like literally just yesterday, but it also feels like 10,000 years ago. That is crazy to look at. That little table you see in the right, that was
What's
like
crazy. This video, it's been out for 9 hours. It has more comments than he had subscribers at the time. Pretty nutty.
Crappy little table that I bought. This monitor is like a cheap little monitor I bought at Best Buy. It's bringing back so many memories, man.
It's currently October 4th.
So many memories.
So yeah, like I said, this is October 4th.
Oh, an abrupt ending. Lovely. I didn't learn how to conclude a video apparently. But anyways, my goodness. You know, to be honest, I've been a big YouTuber for so long that sometimes I forget about this past life.
Bro,
I forget
he blew up. I think people forget this. MrBeast blew up like 18, 19 years old. Like he didn't even experience his early 20s as like a normal person. Like he's always been big. Like even for him, he felt like, oh, I didn't blow up fast enough, or like it took me a really long time. But in reality, like he was still so young when that happened. So, you know, he's never really got to experience just being a normal adult, right?
About when I was 11, 12, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, these year after year where I was making so many videos and pouring so many thousands of hours into the channel and no one was watching them and I couldn't afford anything, and it was a struggle, man. It was a freaking struggle. I'm so just glad that that young me there never gave up. I'm one of the most stubborn people on the planet. Even now to this day, if no one was watching the videos, I would still be making them. I decided that I was going to be a YouTuber, I was going to die. Those are the only two outcomes in my life, is I'm going to be a YouTuber or I'm going to die. That's it. I worked very hard to build the channel where it is today. But having said that, there's obviously luck involved. And I would say the luckiest thing that ever happened to me is I, at a very young age, found what I loved. That 100% is the luckiest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Which is why I want to encourage you guys, you know, obviously not everyone's in a position where they can just chase their dreams, and you know, you have to put food on the table if you have kids and you have to provide for yourself. But if you do have time outside of your job and what you're doing to provide, really try to find what you love, because when you do find what you love and it finally works out, it's amazing. I'm so grateful for the life I live. I'm so grateful for the life you guys allow me to live. I love everything I do. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And so thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if I should react to other stuff.
Aw, this is what he used to do for all his videos. Aw, he did it again. That's so sweet. Well, yeah, guys, that's gonna conclude. Man, that was a hit of nostalgia. But you know, MrBeast, what can you say? What can you say? Really, actually, truly inspirational. Just looking back at his roots and everything that it took him to get to where he was. But yeah, that's gonna conclude the live. I know it was a really short live. How short was it? Let me check. Hold on. 1 hour 14 minutes. Okay, not the shortest live, I don't think, but you know, live, you know, whatever. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We got some pretty good viewership on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube for this one. We tried the horizontal on TikTok. Seems like people dipped in, dipped out, you know. I guess that's just how TikTok goes. But yeah, I need to go take a shower and go see somebody.